Howdy folks, this is a follow-up to my video on mowing a steep hill because I have some new equipment to show you, and I also wanted to respond to some of the comments on the first video. I set up chapters for this video in case you want to skip to the segment with the new equipment. You can find it down in the chapters. So first of all, let's deal with the just mow sideways suggestions. As I pointed out in the first video, if you think you can go sideways on this hill, then you're really not getting how steep the hill is. Also, I need to point out that the mower is not running in any of this, so do not do any of this with a running mower unless you hate your limbs or your life. Anyway, I'm an athletic person, and as you can see here, I have pretty good balance and coordination. Even with that, it's still difficult for me just to walk on this hill with my hands and arms free, let alone pushing a mower that's trying to twist and turn and pull me all the way down the hill with it. This suggestion goes a step further and tells me to stand at the same level as the mower and go sideways. Standing behind the mower is not even possible because the mower and person have to be at different angles. Why? Well, the mower has to be parallel to the ground. Otherwise, even if it doesn't slide down the hill, it won't cut anything with the blades up in the air. As a result, the handle of the mower doesn't go upward from the body, it goes out sideways. This dictates where your hands need to be in order to hold the handle. But a human can't just stand at an angle relative to the hill because your center of gravity needs to be above your feet, meaning you have to stand upright. So in order to even reach the mower handle, you have to be downhill from it. Doing it this way is incredibly awkward as the mower is doing everything it can to slide down the hill, tip over, and point itself uphill. You have to push it at an uphill angle from below to make it slide sideways, and it tries to tip every time it catches on something. Okay, so let's deal with the rest of this sideways back and forth business. Now that you've gotten to one end of a strip, you have two options. A, pull the mower backwards, or B, turn the mower around. There are two problems with pulling the mower backwards. First is that you shouldn't be walking backwards or pulling a running mower towards yourself in any situation where you might fall over and pull the mower over yourself. Second, as you pull, the mower starts sliding downhill. In order to keep it from going down the hill, you have to pull from uphill, which causes it to angle even more. The result is that pulling a mower backwards across such a slope isn't realistic. The other option is trying to turn the mower around. In order to do this, you need to either go uphill from the mower or downhill from the mower. Again, the mower is trying its best to slide down the hill the entire time, so it isn't just a matter of pushing down on the handle and walking around it like you can do on flat ground. If for some reason we ignore the fact that it's a really stupid idea to do such an awkward maneuver with a running mower waiting to fall on top of you, you still have to use your arms to hold a 50-pound mower from tumbling at the end of a 4-foot lever arm as you walk around it. Neither of these are viable options, neither of them are safe. Anyway, I got some new equipment that helps a lot, and I wanted to show you the new setup. This is a battery-powered mower. It costs about the same as the old one, but it's lighter and easier to maneuver because most of it is plastic. It weighs about as much as a jug of milk, so if you wanted to, you could easily pick it up and toss it around with one hand. It's smaller and cuts a thinner strip of grass, but it's much less effort to get it up and down the hill, and you can just work it with one arm really easy, and it just zooms up and down the hill, easy peasy. One other comment I wanted to address was to tie the rope to the body of the mower. The problem with this one is that you can't steer the mower then. Once you go down the hill, you're coming up the same strip of grass that you already cut. So if you tie to one side of the handle, you can move the mower sideways on the hill and get a second strip on the way up or manipulate it in other ways whenever you need it. Another method is to tie the front and back and run it sideways like this. Somebody suggested this in a comment on the first video, and it might work for you depending on your setup and terrain. I did try it out on my own, but I find that the way I'm doing it is a lot easier for me. But anyway, that's it for this time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.